Hey everybody, welcome back to my studio. Thank you for being here with me today. We are going to continue with the Whimsy Journal. This is the last panel for it before I make the actual journal itself. But this one has so many different parts to this piece, and I'll show you real quick. So it's going to take me probably 2 videos to get it all completed. Just because there's so many different pieces here. So let me show you what I've got planned. Okay, I'm going to turn it around this way. Okay, now this is not complete because this is, like it says, acetate window, which I have the acetate right here. I'm going to be cutting an acetate window right here. And so that's why the acetate. And then this piece and the blue piece will be glued together with the acetate snug in between. So this piece will also have a window in it. So you'll be able to see straight through this acetate to this piece right here. And this piece is going to have a slit, and it's going to have a pocket. And then whenever you flip it all the way open, this piece is going to have these flip up pieces. It's going to have like a slider right here that you can slide up and down. And that will release these pieces that you'll be able to flip up like that. Okay, and then whenever you flip it over, I haven't decided on this panel. I'm thinking right now, I'm thinking like paper clips and just having a place to put the paper clips that I'll make, but I don't know. I may change this one. I don't know yet. Okay, so this piece over here, you can see I have different notes because I've been trying out different things with it. Okay, so this one's going to have like open pockets right here that you'll be able to open. It won't be these. These are just to remind me to put them there. It won't be those. This will probably be another pocket right here. And then this will flip up, and this will be a flap right here. And then this becomes a pocket. So to be a pocket, and then these. Okay, so, and that will, so you can see there's lots of pieces. So I'm going to cut these out, hopefully with the right dimensions. Sometimes it's just a matter of folding. Okay, so this one, where this is the paper, so I'll show you. This one, remember when I was telling you where this yellow, you'll be able to see through this acetate? That's where this one's going to be. So you're going to be able to see straight through that acetate, and you'll be able to see this lovely image right here. Okay, so let me show you some of the other papers real quick that I'm going to be using. So you saw her, and then this piece, as you can see with the blue, that's why I did different colors so you could see. On the blue becomes the slotted pockets, these, like that. Excuse me. And the bird one, excuse me, I'm so sorry. The bird one goes right here with the paper clips. So this panel will be behind this pocket. This one and this lovely, this becomes part of the acetate window. This will be cut out right here, and then this becomes part of the pocket right here. Becomes that pocket. So yeah, so these are all my images, and we will cut them all out, and that's what I'm hoping to do right now, is cut them all out. So let's get that first part knocked out, because I want to make sure that all my measurements are correct and I don't have to print again. So let's start with the edges. Let's just take off the border. I think I will start, actually, before I do that, I want to start with the blue one to make sure. So I'm going to sit it right here so I know exactly what size to cut it when I'm done. My cutter does not work very well. I have a guillotine one over there, but I can't exactly bring it over here because it's big. So I could use it first, and then you wouldn't even have to see me cut these. But Yeah, I'll show you anyhow. Okay, just gonna try to do a rough edge here. I think there's only one of these that's actually double-sided, maybe two. Might be two that's double-sided, so that whenever I flip it, you can see both sides. But when like this one doesn't need to be, that's, see, I misprinted there. So whenever it's wrapped around, so it'll be here. When this is wrapped around on this side, see, you won't even see the inside of this at all. Just for your information type thing. Okay, so I got this one cut out, and it says score at 5 7/8. I don't know if I can actually get 5 7/8 out of this one, because it is smaller than this piece here. This piece is actually larger. Let's see. So if I score, yeah, I can still make that work. Okay. Yeah, I have to be conscious and aware that this scrapbook didn't have the white border on it. So whenever I did the measurements, I did them slightly larger than the paper size that I actually have. So, okay, so I can still make this work at 5 7/8. Let me make sure I can make all the rest of them work at 5 7/8. So let's see, because the other ones will be basically the same. Yeah, everything will be just slightly smaller, but otherwise the things should be the same. So I'm going to go ahead and score this one. It's making me a little bit nervous. I'm going to score it upside down. It's making me a little bit nervous that I don't have the exact measurements. It's just slightly shorter than the other ones, but all right. Like I said, I can always reprint. It wasn't that hard to print these, you know? Okay. So there's my first little flip, and I will put this through my die cut machine to cut out the clear window right here where the acetate is going to set. So yeah, the acetate will be in there. But I could do it myself by hand, but I wanted a fancier border. So I'm just going to do it with a die cut machine because I can. So, but if you don't have one, you can just mark on here like maybe an inch and a half down from all sides with your ruler, and then just use use your ruler and just cut it. Or you could line it up here on your machine and cut it, or machine on your cutting board. So there's lots of options you can have with that as a way to cut that out if you don't have a die cut machine. In fact, I've only recently, well, within the last 6 months, had a die cut machine. Before that, I didn't have one. So I did have a Cricut, and I have problems using that. So I don't use anything on there that I don't care if it messes up. Like, I make my own homemade stencils, and excuse me, sorry about my voice, guys. So yeah, I make my own stencils on there because the stencils I make are kind of grungy, so they don't matter if they are, oh man, I really messed that up. So they don't matter if they're, sorry, let me get the fix that. So they don't matter if they are a little bit wonky with the Cricut machine. And I don't know why, but my Cricut machine doesn't always do the print to cut. Like if I scan this and I want it to print out these, sometimes it'll move the whole cutter and start cutting the circles down here. I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. Okay, so this one, it goes inside here like that. So I'm just going to kind of mark it where I want it to bend and fold. Kind of want to give myself a little bit of room so that everything isn't butting up right there. So let's see, just a hair. I just want to move it over a hair. Okay, I should have grabbed a erasable pen, but I didn't. Okay. So here we go. And the mark. There it is, the mark. Wow, can barely see that mark. Oh, that's it. Okay, so I did it at 5 7/8, but I know that 5 7/8 is going to give me the exact same. That's okay. I was wanting it to be a little bit shy, but maybe I should just move it just a hair. Yeah, just move it over a little bit and then mark 5 7/8. So crease that at 5 7/8. Make sure that that fits. Yeah. Oops, I got it upside down. It'll go like this. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. So whenever you see through the window, you'll see her through the window. So that'll be nice. She's going to have a slot right here. So yeah, so I'll be cutting that off a little bit so that this becomes a pocket. Okay, let's see, what else do I need to, and this becomes part of the, what does that become? Oh, yes, I'm sorry. It becomes part of the, this element that I'm going to be making with it slides. So this will have the slider on it. All right, moving along. Let's go ahead and cut off the edge. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and use my cutter to cut off the edge real quick so that I get straighter edges. Hang on a minute. Okay, so I got much straighter edges. So I'm really happy with that. So let's just see where this goes on the yellow. So it needs to be the same as this one. So I need just to make sure that I got the exact same measurement, and I will crease that. See the bird in this one. Okay. 4 3/4 on this panel. Okay, so I'll turn it this way and do it here. And let me make sure. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Well, that's a little off, but I can trim that after I've glued it together. It's just slightly, as you can see, there's slightly white edge right there, but that'll be okay. Everything else fits, so I'm good to go there. All right. It's because this piece here wasn't straight lines. That's why some of it fit and some of it didn't. Okay, now I need, let's see, this goes, oops, this goes in here like that. So I need this piece. And I think it's supposed to go like this. So this side is going to be, yeah. So this side will be the 5 and, so I'll do it this way. The, what was it again? 5 and, 5 7/8. Sorry. I knew it was supposed to be something. There we go. That should do it. Okay. So let me move this real quick. All right, now I can assemble them slightly so that I can see how they're going to work. Make sure all the panels work. Okay, this one actually goes inside it here. So you won't even see this side because this will be glued together right here. And yeah, but you will see this side attached to this side. So this bird one is the one that's slightly off. So yeah, so I need to trim up that around the edge. And then whenever you flip it open, this flips open to the bird. This piece will needs cut down. What I did on this one, on my sample, was I just folded it. So I may do that. I may just fold that in half right there, or fold this down so that you can see this. And then I have to create the flap here. Not sure what to create the flap out of. Maybe. Don't know yet. And then I will. So now I'm going to put the, oh, I forgot to cut the acetate. So this needs to be at 5 7/8. So let me cut the acetate so I know it's going to fit. And the acetate needs to be about, let's see, this way it needs to be 5 7/8. It actually could be a little bit smaller. I don't know. Well, we'll just do it 5 7/8 right now, and then I have room to cut it down later. How about that? Let's do it that way. And then height-wise, this needs to be at basically 8 1/8. So I'm just going to go with 8. Okay. I actually think I needed another piece of acetate for what I'm going to do. So you'll see I'll be doubling this later, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Now the next part. So this acetate window is going to fit in there like that. So now I am going to go off camera and get these 3 pieces here all cut, or 2 pieces. Won't be cut out, but I'll have to cut a second one. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'll be putting these 2 pieces together like this to run them through the die cut so that both sides are exact. I don't think I'm going to work on anything else until I come back and show you putting the acetate window. And then from there, I may round the corners on this. Doesn't it look like it needs rounded? I'm thinking the corners should be rounded. Okay, so I've got this cut out on both pieces here. So you can see the beautiful image in the background. I also got my 2 acetate sheets cut out to go in here. I didn't round the corners yet, and I do think I might want to do that, but before that, I want to put one of these magnets, because this is going to be a magnetic closure. I want to make sure I get, oh my goodness, let me slide that off there. I want to make sure that I get the magnet down first. Hopefully I'm putting it on the right side. Okay, I'm just going to stick it right down on there before I add the acetate to make sure as far that way as I can. That way it's just the edge of it. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and glue one of these acetate sheets down. So you can see why I put the magnet so that it doesn't interfere with this. I did already ink up the edge here, so I managed to do that. And let's see. I'm going to, oh, you know what I did forget to do? I forgot to sew. Okay, I'm gonna sew real quick and then come back and finish that real quick. So I want to make sure I get the sewing done on this. I think I need it. Okay, so I'm back and I got the sewing done on these. So I just need to cut the strings off real quick, and then we'll be going back to, let's see, string. Go back to the sewing the or gluing the acetate down. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not really doing a whole lot of assembly just yet because I want to make sure that everything lines up before I glue it all together. And there are going to be other pieces that I need to work on. So let's go ahead and put the acetate back on now. See, my stitches. It was kind of hard to go around the edges of these. I mean, I did okay, but I could have done better. Okay, I'm just going to go close to the edge. I want to make sure that the edges where it's really sealed. You can always come back later and seal up the acetate. Make sure the magnet. All right, now let's go ahead and lay our acetate down. This should be good. Kind of smooshing it out. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and slip this back over it so I can see where she's going to be. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay, smush that glue some more. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do flowers. That's what I was trying to say. I'm going to do flowers around her. So I need to glue or just place them. I'm not sure which. Let's see. I'm going to be adding some, like a bouquet here. Let's see. I got these dried flowers, but I'm not sure how many to use at all. Actually, let's see. I don't know if I actually need to glue these on or if they'll be okay without it. Okay, it's starting to get a little chunky on one side, I think. Might be able to put one like that. And I'm gonna cut this in. It's got little wonky pieces off of it. Maybe I can put it right here next to her. Yeah, like that. Let me test it and see. Yeah, I mean, I like that because I still want to make sure that I can see her face. I mean, that's one of the reasons of putting the whole clear thing there. Okay, so I'm just going to take these back off a little bit at a time and kind of put them back on there. I'm going to cut this one because it's thick. Man, is it thick. There. All right. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the bottom, so underneath the window, so you can't really see it. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue right here, just to hold that in place so that no glue has to actually go in the window itself. Yeah, like this. Okay, oops, stay there. It's going to take a minute for that to dry on there. Okay, actually, this is the one I'm not sure about. This might leave that one off because it did seem like a lot. Maybe I'll put this in. Yeah, I think I'll put this in. Okay. Let me put it back down. Just gonna hold it there in place for a second. Okay. Oops, I got strings going everywhere. All right, I like this in at the bottom. Okay. Smishing some glue down there. That way I can just lay these down and hopefully they'll dry. I need to cut this one a little bit. Ah, it's stuck to me. Okay. All right. Now it feels like it's might be missing that one. Oops, it's sticking to me again. Put some more glue right here. Okay, I could really use another yellow. Do you have purple? Another purple? No, I don't like that. Okay, I could go get more, but I think I'm just gonna use what I have here. Of course, I need to cut these. As you can see, they're kind of falling off a little bit, but I do think this should be about enough right here. Just gonna, oops, I left the lid off. That's never good when you leave the lid off your glue. Okay. All right, now I'm just gonna let that dry. I think I've decided not to do the yellow one. Yeah, I kind of like that softer look to her. Seems more romantic because I feel like this one was kind of bold. I don't know. The yellow's kind of pretty. I don't know. I think I'll leave that off. All right, so I'm just going to trim this real quick so that it's dry. I don't need these extra thick pieces. So. All right, so I'm going to set this one off to the side and let it dry for a minute. Everything needs to dry on that. And we are going to work on this back piece. Wait a minute. Where's the other one? This one. The one that goes here. I've already been cutting out some pieces for it. So like this one is going to sit right there. So yeah, I need to cut a piece off of here. But before I do that, I think I'm just going to work on putting these together because they may take a bit before I can assemble. So let me go ahead and start with these. I have these pieces of paper. It's going to go on the inside, but I don't have to put them on. I have this paper bag. I'm just going to use that on the inside cover right here to cover the inside. So I guess we'll start with that first. Just going to, hopefully, I'm just going to lay down the glue like this and slide the paper bag over it. I thought this would be the easiest way to cut it. Cover it, I mean, not cut it, but cover it. Like that. I'm going to let that dry for a second and then I'm going to cut that all out. Let's see. Yeah. I think that works. Let's see. Now I'm going to go ahead and hopefully I can see in the light to cut this out. That's why I was trying to use a paper bag. But unfortunately I can't see the blue bag. So I'm just going to cut that off. And oops. There we go. Now I can see. Now I can see where I need to cut. Okay. I don't know why my hands are shaking like crazy. Okay, got that piece. Come back for that piece. And I'm just going to cut right down through here. Like that. Save that because I'm going to use it in a second. I'm going to use it for the other side. Okay. Now I think the little notch right there, I think I'm going to use my my hole punch here and just making sure I get the accurate. I'm not very good at making those half tones like that. There we go. Here. I gotta make sure I can see it. Okay, make sure it's, whoops. Yeah, this has to flip out, so I need to get very closer. I need a little bit closer on that edge. Let me get my tinier scissors so that I can really get them closer. There we go. Having a hard time getting it on there. Okay, that should work. Let me see if I can clean this up a bit. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clean that up with a little tiny piece hanging right there. There we go. No, I'm nitpicking, but all right, so that one's done, and this is the inside now. Instead of, oops, I need to glue that. Instead of it being this green or this brown, which is okay, but on this piece, I don't know if you guys noticed, there was a bit of damage to it, and I didn't see that whenever I used the die cut. There we go. Just making sure that edge is sealed. And now it's time to do it on this piece. Okay, so I'll do the same thing. Just put the glue down and slide the paper right over top of it and then cut it out. Just need to straighten up the edges here. There we go. Okay, now I got all these little pieces. Let me grab them off of here. A little bit of messy cleanup, I'm sorry. Yeah, and then flowers really messed it up. Okay, so that's all sealed. This one's all sealed. Kind of ended up a little wonky right there, but actually I could have turned them around backwards now. I like it this way. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is add these eyelets to the corners. Okay, so let me grab my eyelet setter. Here we go. And tiny. Need the tiny side. So I'm just going to go ahead and put all the holes in. Let's see, I better start on the bottom since it can't open. Just going to line it up with the corner. Straight line already there, right? I might be a little off, but that's okay. I don't mind them being slightly off center. I'm going to go ahead and add these ones. Okay, now we will go ahead and set the little setter. Make sure I'm got it. I'm not sure it's on the right one. Well, it says B. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be A. Okay. Now we will go ahead and just put these in real quick so that I can say they're done. Oops, I did not puncture. I got this in the wrong setting again. Okay, what's happening? Okay. Yeah, A. And number 1. Okay. I have it on the right setting, but for some reason I can't. Oh man, that's wonky. That's really wonky. Okay, I'm going to take it and back out. Okay, I'll do it last. Okay, what is wrong with my setter? Let me try it again. I may have to get my big crocodile out because something's wrong with that one. Let me grab my big one. All right. Yeah. Let's try this again. Okay, I am messing up left and right here. Maybe it's these eyelets. They aren't split. Wonder if that's an issue. Maybe I should go with the split ones. Let me try changing my settings and seeing if I get better results. That one punctured clear over there. Nope. Okay. I'm going to have to go with different eyelets. These are bad eyelets, so let me grab my other eyelets. Okay, these ones are bigger though, so I really hate using the bigger ones. But they are, see how these ones are all split? See that little tiny split, and these ones don't have that. Yeah, that's upsetting. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can pull out these red ones. I think I'll use the red ones on this. Now let's see if I can make these work. I might be able to get away with... Nope, I'm going to have to punch out the hole first. Let me try going back to the small one to punch out the hole. That way I can line the hole up better. Let me see. Make sure I don't go off the page. Ooh, that one got close. Okay, let me try putting the eyelets in now. And let's hope it works. Okay. Where did I put the tweezers? I don't know why my eyelets are always sticking. That's not good. Let me see. Like, did I have that upside down? I may have had that upside down. That may have been my bad. User error again. Okay, let's try the next one and hopefully it doesn't tear. And let's hope I don't get user error. Oh, that's going to be bad. It did tear. I don't know why these look so rough, but... Oops. I dropped that one. I will need to look for another. Here we go. Oh dear, this is really close to the edge. This might not have been the best idea. Ah, look at this. Look how mangled that is. There's no way I can put this in the journal. Okay, and the whole thing is ripping. So look at that, I'm cut right there. Okay, this whole thing is a bust. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to restart. Okay, but okay, let me show you what it was supposed to look like and what I'm going to do with it. And so this is going to sit here like this. It's going to have this paper tucked inside of it, and this piece will be glued to the back, and then it'll become a writing strip. And let's see, and then on the cover is going to be a flower and some text, kind of like that. So yeah, so it's going to sit there like that. Okay, so I'm going to have to cut this green file folder back out because I need to restart. This one isn't bad, so I guess I only need to do one where the eyelets are really bad. I'm going to have to figure out, because that's look how thick this is. I don't understand what's happening, but I'll figure it out. So don't worry. I will come back and show you before I cut any more out. All right, so let's go move back to my dried flowers and see if we've made any progress there. This actually goes this way. All right, yes. Now I think that's done. They are dried. That's beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece down on top right now and seal that up. So let's go ahead and move forward there. I feel like I need a win here. I can't believe I messed that up so bad, but I've never had that bad before. Okay, I'm gonna try and seal it over top of that a little bit. There we go. Oh, I may have went up too high right there with the glue. Hope not. Lay that over top of it. Push down and seal. And there. Okay, now this piece will get glued here. Whenever this is, I want to give that time to settle before I do it. But yeah, it'll look like that. And I do think I will round the edges of this, though. I really think that that's needed. And I could probably go ahead and put the, no, I better wait. I was going to say I can put the magnet in. I probably could. I probably can. Let's see. There's the magnet. And let me see if I can find it. Let me put it in here. It's about right here. Not that far over. Oops, it fell out. Okay, that's going to be a trick. So I got to figure out the trick. I could just slide it in, but it looks like it's right across from her eye. So I just need to pinpoint where her eye is. It's kind of hard to put in here without it being all glued together. There, I think it actually hurt it. Or maybe not. Let me open it this way. That's what I'll do. I'll do it this way. figured it out. Go like that. Hold still. Don't move. You moved. I said don't move. Gosh, it keeps moving. Just going to stick it on the glue on the magnet, and then find right there. That's what I'm going to find. Okay, that should work. Yeah, that was a lot faster. Just flip it over. Come on now. All right. I'm not going to put that on there because I'm afraid of that glue seepage. So that's done. Yep, that's sealed together. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so I'm going to pause here basically, and I will come back and have this cut out. Another one, same way. I'm going to do the same thing with the backing paper and everything, same shape. I will find better eyelets. I don't know. Okay, I'm glad you guys joined me, and I hope that you continue with me to finish out this series. And I hope you guys are all having a blessed day, and that everybody has stayed safe and everybody is recovering from these storms and the freezing cold. So have a blessed day, y'all.